So when we think about handwriting, let's start from the beginning. One of the first things to get right is the seating position. So if you have a look at this picture, you can see that there are a couple of points on it. So let's start with your feet. Ideally, your feet are both flat on the floor, no sitting on your legs. Then you need to have your elbows off the edge of the table. You don't want to be leaning on your whole weight on your elbows because you need to be able to move them freely. Your bottom needs to be on the back of the chair, not sitting on the edge. And then if you lean just slightly forward, just over the edge of the paper with your head and shoulders. And finally, make sure your knees are bent at 90 degrees. Okay, so let's have a look at how we place our paper. The idea is to tilt your paper slightly to help you so you don't smudge your writing so you can see what you're doing. Now it depends whether you're left or right-handed, but basically you have a writing hand and a helper hand. Your helper hand is the one that you place lightly on the paper to stop it sliding around everywhere. So if you are left-handed, your helper hand is your right hand, and you put your right hand on the right side of the paper and tilt your paper towards your helper hand. If you're right-handed, your helper hand is your left hand, so you put your left hand on the left side of the paper and tip your page towards the left side. Okay, it's really important that you try and keep your wrist and your hands straight. That really helps you not get wrist ache, which I know a lot of children complain about. Okay, so the next bit to think about is how you hold your pencil or whatever you're writing with. By the end of year one, it is expected that children can hold their pencil in what we call a stable tripod grid. If you look at this picture, you can see it in picture 3. Okay, so the nip flip grip is helpful to those children who are struggling to hold their pencil. The importance of this cannot be underrated because this is how children are able to write fluently and easily and comfortably for the rest of their life. If we don't sort it out now, they'll be struggling for all of their lives. Okay, so whatever you're going to write with, you start with a nip. You take, I'd call it crabby claws. You take your finger and thumb, okay, and nip or pinch the pencil with those 2 fingers. If you start with the pencil pointing at your tummy and the far end away from you and go over the top to grab it, you can then grab it and flip it. Okay, it should then sit comfortably in that bit between your thumb and your finger, and your second finger goes underneath to support it. Okay, that's the correct way to do it. Have a try and it should help.